Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Unit 6 Element Mixture and Compound Lecture number 3 Mixture. When two or more than two substances combine physically, not chemically, such non-pure substances are called mixture. For example, when salt and sugar are put together, they form a mixture. Solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture or two or more substances. In every solution there are two things, one is solute and another is solvent. Solute is dissolved in solvent. For example, sugar dissolved in water. So sugar is solute and water is solvent. Note, in solution the particle of solute cannot be seen and the solution is always clear. Now, soluble and insoluble. If a solute is able to be dissolved in a solvent, such a solute is called soluble. And if the solute cannot be dissolved in the solvent, so such solute is called insoluble. You can see here in this diagram. No kinds of solution. Aqueous solution. An aqueous solution is a mixture of water and any substances that is soluble in it. For example, a solution of water and common salt or sugar. So in aqueous solution, the solvent will be always water. Dilute solution. A dilute solution is one in which a smaller amount of solute is dissolved in the solvent. Concentrated solution. A concentrated solution is one in which a lot of solute is dissolved in the solvent. Now let's compare dilute solution and concentrated solution with the help of an example. If you take a glass of water, two glass, and in one glass you put 1 spoon of sugar, and in another glass number 2, you put 2 spoon of sugar. So in glass number 1 there are 1 spoon, so it is dilute solution, and in glass number 2 there are 2 spoon of solute, so this is concentrated solution. Now what is saturated solution? A saturated solution is one that can dissolve no more solute at fixed temperature. For example, if you took a glass and you put 1 spoon of sugar and dissolve it, then second one, third one, but after third one it cannot further dissolve the sugar. Now this solution is called saturated solution that cannot further dissolve the solute at fixed temperature. Solubility. It is a measure of how much solute can be dissolved in 100 gram of a solvent at given temperature. That is called solubility. What is the effect of temperature on solubility? If you increase the temperature, so the rate of solubility will be increased. For example, if we dissolve copper sulfate on different temperature, so you can see in this table at 0 centigrade the solubility of the copper sulfate, that is 14 gram. On 10 centigrade this is 17, on 20 centigrade it is 21, on 30 centigrade it is 24, and on 40 centigrade it is 29 gram, and on 50 centigrade it is 34 gram. So if we increase the temperature, so the rate of the solubility is also increased. Suspension. Suspension is a mixture in which the particles of the solute are not soluble in the solvent and can be seen floating in it. For example, if chalk is mixed with water, So the particle of chalk will be seen floating in the water, and the solvent will be appear to milky like this one. If the particle of the solute are heavy and sink to the bottom of the solvent, so they form a layer that is called sediment. You can see here in this diagram. So this is a sediment. Next is emulsion. When oil is added to water and shaken, it forms a teeny droplets in the water and make a milky solution, which is called emulsion. You can see the teeny drops of oil in the water, and that is that milky solution, which is called emulsion. Method of separating mixture, that how we will separate the different components of a mixture. So the first method, that is filtration. In this diagram you can see here, this is a mixture, a solution, homogeneous solution. This is a funnel. On funnel, this is filter paper, and this is the beaker. When a solution is passed through the filter paper, the solid particles are left behind the filter paper, on this filter paper, and the clear liquid pass through in it. The liquid is called filtrate, and you can see here the filtrate in this beaker. The second method is evaporation. If the solute in the soluble if the solute is soluble in the solvent, it can be separated from the solvent by evaporation. The solvent, by heating the solution, when the solvent evaporates, the solid is left behind. So you can see here in the diagram, here is the solution, heat is given, the solvent evaporate, and the solute are left at the bottom. Another method, that is distillation. Distillation is a process obtaining a pure solvent from the solution. This is a distillation process. You can see here this is a flask. In this flask there is a solution, salt solution, and heat is given. When heat is given, so water is evaporated. This water, when evaporated, so they are condensed by a condenser, and then it is collected dropwise in a beaker. So this will be a pure water, and this pure water is called distilled water, and the solute that is left behind in this flask. Next, that is crystallization. When a solution is heated, when you can see here, there is a solution and it is heated until most of the solvent evaporate. A saturated solution is left behind, and the solution is then allowed to cool slowly so that the crystal of the solid are formed. You can see the crystal here. These crystal can be dried between the fold of the filter paper later on. Paper chromatography. This method can be used to separate a mixture of color substances such as those found in the black ink. So this is a paper, this is an ink spot, and different color that is separated by this paper through chromatography. And this is the end of lecture number 3 of unit 6. Thank you.